one is in 9th position, so Stefan Johansson in 10th place is closing up on the 9th position man, Nelson Piquet. Here he goes, and behind Stefan Johansson in 11th place in the green Alfa Romeo, Riccardo Patrese. The Alfa Romeo going much better here. They got the engine right. Hopefully the fuel consumption problem has been overcome. The aerodynamics are still not quite right, and behind Riccardo Patrese it is Thierry Boutsen in the first of the two arrows. Stefan Johansson right up on Nelson Piquet, and Patrese crowding the Swedish driver, Johansson. Stefan is regarded by all the British as an adopted Britisher, being freely called Steve Johnson in the pit lane, and everybody's absolutely delighted that he's got the Ferrari drive. Pacing himself, closing right up on Piquet now. This is lap 4, and it's still Senna leading. It's still in 2nd position, De Angelis. It's still in 3rd place, Alain Prost. It's still in 4th position, Michele Alboreto. 5th is still Niki Lauda. 6th is still Warwick, and Johansson going through now. And is he taking Nelson Piquet with Chiva? No, Piquet is going to close the door in his face as they come up to the right-hander, and Chiva's going to try and take both. Patrese is going to try and take both of them.
Yes, well, the Brabham may have been struggling a little bit with their chassis, the Brabham team this year, and certainly with their tyres, but they're still mighty quick in a straight line, and that is Aino, Francois Aino, who is off in the other Brabham, but Piquet is definitely very quick in a straight line.
And there is one of the Rams, very difficult to tell apart, and one of the Ferraris too. Can't tell you who it is until I get a closer look at it. It's Stefan Johansson's gone off, and where's Patrese in it? I'm guessing, but I guess they make, yes they did. Patrese trying to take Johansson on the inside, and it was definitely Johansson's line. They've both gone off, Patrese and Johansson.
Yes, that was silly driving by Patrese. Quite honestly, he overcommitted himself. He's always been quite a charger, but that was overcommitted, and one feels very sorry for Stefan Johansson, but he seemed to be rejoining then. He was churning up the dirt, but certainly a setback for him. It's a wonderful opportunity for Johansson. He's fiddled around in Formula One with, and that looks like Riccardo Patrese. It is, Captain tells me. So his car was damaged and he's walking away. But for Stefan Johansson, he's fiddled around in uncompetitive teams and never really got to grips with Formula One because he hasn't had the opportunity with a good car. And then to suddenly, out of the blue, be lobbed into the number 2 seat at Ferrari is really a wonderful opportunity because the team appear to be returning to form at the moment.
And you're looking now, that's one of the Rams out, and I only got a quick glimpse at it, but I think it was Manfred Winkelhock. We'll check again. It was Alio. So Alio is out, Patrese is out, Aino has gone off the course, Patrese's gone off the course, Johansson's gone off the course, and there are Beloff and Winkelhock. So both the Rams have now hit trouble, and Winkelhock looking over his right shoulder as well he might, because someone's going to be arriving very quickly in a moment. And the race order on lap 5 in this spinning Portuguese Grand Prix is still Senna leading, and it's still De Angelis second. It's still Prost in 3rd position, Michele Alboreto 4th, Niki Lauda is still 5th, Derek Warwick is 6th, in 7th place it is Andrea De Cesaris, and in 8th position is Piquet being chased by Boutsen that we're looking at, and behind Boutsen 10th is his teammate Berger.
Well, you might think sitting at home that it looks a bit messy, all these world-class top drivers spinning around all over the place, but you see how Piquet there sliding the car a lot and twitching away, but what you have to remember is that these cars are running something like 750 to 800 horsepower on a very greasy, damp track, and they can spin their wheels at any speed. And the other problem that the drivers have with these turbocharged engines is that you put your foot down and nothing much happens.
And as you can see, Prost has gone up into the position there, chased by Michele Alboreto, and Ayrton Senna. Has he got De Angelis behind him? I didn't see him. Sorry, James.
Yes, I was just saying the problem in these wet conditions isn't just the massive amount of power that the engines produce, it's the suddenness with which it arrives. Because of the turbocharging, you get a little lag on the throttle, you put your foot down, and nothing much happens. And just as you're getting frustrated, all of a sudden you've got 800 horsepower with a big bang, and the back end of the car just simply lets go.
Lap 7 now, no change in the first three. It is indeed in the lead, Ayrton Senna, chased by De Angelis, but now Michele Alboreto in the Ferrari is closing right up on, has closed right up on Alain Prost. This is the exciting battle in the first 6. It is for third position between the little Frenchman in the Marlboro McLaren and the quiet Italian, Michele Alboreto, in the brand new, absolutely rejuvenated 12685 Ferrari, and you can see now the gap. There is De Angelis, here is Prost third, behind him Alboreto fourth, fifth position still Niki Lauda in a strong watching place, because lap 7 we're only 1/10 of the way through the Portuguese Grand Prix, and Alain Prost is in a good position too, in fact, because as he comes through to complete the lap, chasing Elio De Angelis, he is on 4 points for the World Championship at the present moment, if he finished where he was. See the little vortices coming up from the rear wing of the cars as they go into turn 1. That's aerodynamics at work for you. You can actually see it at that corner, and it's very, very wet indeed. And as James said, trying to balance some 750 horsepower is a very considerable achievement. Alain Prost. Alboreto fourth. And all the time, remember that the cool, calm, slightly aloof Ayrton Senna, leading the Grand Prix for the first time, is not letting the pressure get to him at all. An astonishingly calm and collected young man. Dominated practice, and now he is dominating the race. Are we going to see, at this early stage, I ask myself, the first JPS Lotus victory in a Grand Prix since 1982, when Elio De Angelis won in Austria?
Well, you can see how the track is trying to dry a little bit on the line, but I think it's fighting a losing battle, because the rain is still coming down, not terribly hard, but steadily, and enough to keep the track pretty wet, which in fact won't be a problem for the drivers, because they won't want it to dry out just yet. They're all on wet tyres, and it just adds to the complications of things.
You're looking at Senna, the race leader, number 12, only his 16th Grand Prix this, and already he's had a pole position for this race. He's had a fastest lap, he's had a second place, he's had 2 third places, he's had a 6th place. Twice second in the World Karting Championship, one of his few motorsport ambitions, and that's off goes Piercarlo Ghinzani in the sole Acela in the race, who's now been caught and about to be passed by one of the Rams. I imagine that's of Manfred Winkelhock, because it would seem that Alio is out. Senna, here he is leading. I was saying one of his few motorsport ambitions that he hasn't achieved was to win the Karts World Championship. And off spins Mauro Baldi in the only Spirit in the race with its turbocharged Hart engine. And Senna comes right up to him. My goodness, that could have been dramatic. You see the yellow flag waving in the background to warn Senna that there's trouble ahead. But had that flag marshal not been prompt, we might have seen Senna hitting Baldi, and that would have been tragic.
Yes, that was a bit of a nasty situation, but Senna looks to be driving with plenty in hand. He's balancing the car very well. He's pulling away just a little bit from teammate Elio De Angelis, who's also doing a very sensible job in the Lotus. One of the things that drivers must remember, and it's not so easy in the heat of the moment, and that is that this is a long, long race, and there is no immediate panic to get things going. And there's Aino walking back from his